Well, when I found out that the allegations were against me after not being told that I was being investigated, I was terrified. I had no idea how this could possibly be happening to me. It felt like my entire world was crashing down, and I knew I needed real representation. I needed true representation. And I found attorney Kevin Seaver, and I met with him, and I knew that I made the right choice. Afterwards, um, we made the phone calls out, and attorney Seaver got right back to us, and he invited us to his office and met with us for over an hour, just going through the entire case, getting to know me, getting to know the situation, and providing all of this information to us. He even said that if I chose not to hire him, that he would still be happy to help me in any way that he could in regards to getting some paperwork together, because he realized that my situation was a problem, that there was a lot going on that wasn't fair, wasn't accurate. And regardless of whether I was going to hire him or not, he was such a fantastic man that he wanted to help me in any way he could. And obviously, I hired him for my case, and it was the best decision that I possibly could have made. He told me that these are the first steps we're going to take, these are the second steps we're going to take, these are the third steps we're going to take. And he would add extra steps in if need be. The communication within those steps, the expertise that he provided within the entire dynamic of his representation was just, it was calming in an incredibly stressful and an incredibly sensitive time in my life. Having someone who was giving their personal phone number, calling me on the weekends, calling me at night, making sure that I felt supported, that I felt cared for as an individual with a schedule, knowing where I'm headed, knowing what the plan is, meant absolutely everything. And I truly can't thank Kevin Seaver enough for treating me as a true person who wanted the best for me, just as I did. Everyone's skeptical when they first, see something. They're hoping for the best, but it can be scary when you're hoping for something, not really sure what the outcome is going to be. But after sitting down with attorney Seaver and hearing what he had to say and seeing, the outline of the representation that he was going to give for me, and all of the steps and his expertise and discussing everything, my skepticism went away, and I realized that he's the real deal, that these reviews are not altered, they're not fake. These are real people just like me who just need help, who are forced into a situation that they don't deserve to be forced into, and that attorney Kevin Seaver is the man who can help them with that situation. There is nothing that is worth more than your life and having full control over it. And attorney Seaver gave me control over my life. He gave me my life back. Being on the fence over cost is only doing yourself a disservice, because it's giving a value to you and your work. You don't want to be ill-represented in a situation. And being on the fence regarding costs, being on the fence regarding not wanting to speak to an attorney because you think you can do it alone, you're only doing yourself a disservice. Going through and spending the money on attorney Kevin Seaver was the best thing I could have done. He got me the result that I needed. He communicated all the information to me. He went through all of the steps. He provided me with accurate representation and all the information I needed, whether it was evenings, daytime, weekends. And in regards to the cost of it all, he got me the results I needed. I spent $15,000 paying an hourly rate to a different attorney who had absolutely no success in my case, provided me no information, provided no game plan, was going to let me simply walk into that courtroom and see what happened. And I paid $15,000 for her. If you need representation in DCF, attorney Kevin Seaver is who you need. He refuses to lose. Look at his ratings. He's a winner. I believe it should be a 5 out of 5 stars, not just a 4.9, but you don't see those types of ratings on attorneys. You see a lot of negative reviews. I couldn't find a single other attorney with the type of rating that I found for Kevin Seaver. And you're skeptical, wondering, are the reviews real? What's going on? It's so high. He can't possibly be this great, but he is.